Ladies and gentlemen, there is a very interesting article in the Daily Nation today. I want us to talk about it because the article is explosive. Military NIS chiefs sound warning on Ruto Must Go campaign. It's actually something we spoke about on this platform last week. Let me just read for you the first two paragraphs, just to introduce the topic today. Security chiefs have sounded a warning to those scheming regime change via extra constitutional means at a time Ruto Must Go chants have gained traction in public spaces. The truth of the matter is that Ruto Must Go chants have gained traction in the Republic of Kenya. We used to have Moi Must Go, Kibaki Must Go, Uhuru Must Go. And even this Ruto Must Go began as a joke during Azimio Sufuria protests. But things changed when the Gen Zs finally managed to occupy parliament. And they were focused on one thing: Ruto must go. So this article is explosive. Let me read for you the second paragraph. Chief of Defense Forces, General Charles Kahariri, and Director General of NIS, Nordin Haji, on Thursday insisted that any transfer of power must be within the framework of the Constitution. We are talking of the Director General of NIS. We are talking of the Chief of the Defense Forces. And they are talking about the transfer of power and are insisting that it must be within the framework of the Constitution. So for me, this article is significant because it's coming at a time when just the other day, the Daily Nation had also published another story about how Raila Odinga saved William Ruto from a coup. And the Cabinet Secretary for Defense issued a statement, which we analyzed on this channel, and I stated at that time that that statement was unnecessary. Let me proceed by going through the third and the fourth, maybe fourth or fifth paragraphs only, because in this video, I want us to understand why the military are finally involving themselves in this public debate of Ruto Must Go. It's saying, speaking at the National Intelligence and Research University in Nairobi during a public lecture by Haji, General Kahariri said Kenyans must not allow anarchy to take root in the country. He's quoted, "Even as people exercise their rights, we should be within the limits and bounds so that we don't tear our country apart. As military, our core value is that we are apolitical. We don't support any political camp. We defend the Constitution and the government of the day." Which means they're making it very clear. The military is making it very clear that for them, They are not political. But they are making it very clear that for them, they defend the government of the day, which means today, if anything, they'll come to the defense of William Ruto's government. It's quoted to have proceeded here. So when some people say they are tired with this government, a government they elected on their own and say must go, that must go must be done according to the constitution. Let me ask you guys a simple question. Those who've been singing Ruto must go, have they gone outside the constitution? And why is the military talking about the Ruto must go? Because for me, I want to assume that's a civilian affair. The truth of the matter is that during Harambee Stars versus Gabon match at NIS Stadium, Kenyans shocked the world when they started singing Ruto must go.
Kenya hiyo. Harambee. 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 DJ.
And after the match, when they were leaving, they left the stadium peacefully while singing Ruto must go. Now let me read for you what Haji is quoted to have said during that event. Divisive politics has found a new breeding ground on our social media platforms. This is polarizing our people and undermining national cohesion, yet national cohesion goes hand in hand with the national security and national interest. Ladies and gentlemen, it seems the security apparatus in Kenya have taken note of this Ruto must go chance because it's spreading across the country, be it in safari rally, be it in church, be it in public events. That chant is shocking everybody. But why would the NIS and military venture into it? That's exactly what I want us to analyze in this video. Before you do that, for those who are watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two. Click the subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support. Because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. Ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, allow me to dive in. But again, before I dive in, allow me to also take this opportunity to thank the following people. You are seeing their names on the screen there for the coffee which they sent to me earlier today. It goes a long way in supporting this channel. You can also do the same using the numbers you are seeing on your screen. Ladies and gentlemen, why do you think the military and NIS, the top security organs of our country, are venturing into this Ruto must go? Because for me, Kenyans sang Kibaki must go, Moi must go, they sang Uhuru must go. Even this Ruto must go did not begin yesterday. They started singing it in 2023. But why now? Number one, there is a strong fear of a revolution. This Ruto must go can actually easily lead to a revolution. But is that revolution military coup, or is it going to be overthrowing the government? or is it going to be through the ballot? I think there is a general consensus in the Republic of Kenya that William Ruto must go. And Kenyans are waiting for William Ruto at the ballot in 2027. Of course, you also know that William Ruto is not a weakling. He's also waiting for Kenyans. He's planning on how to avert the Ruto Must Go slogan. So for me, that's very important. A revolution. There's that fear. But I think that revolution is gaining momentum. And it will make it very difficult for anybody who is planning to rig the elections to do. Because Kenyans are likely to push back those attempts. So that's number one. Number two, I think the other biggest fear is that this Ruto Must Go chants are actually a security challenge to security organs in the Republic of Kenya. Let's say, for example, William Ruto going to attend Harambee Stars match versus Gabon. Before he goes there, videos are outside there, Kenyans singing Ruto Must Go. Ruto attends a safari rally event in Naivasha, then Kenyans sing Ruto Must Go. It's gaining momentum. It means tomorrow there will be a national event, even graced by the military. Let's say those public events. Then the crowd erupts. Ruto Must Go. That's a security challenge. And that's why it's worrying the military. That Ruto might go to an event and then the civilian will start singing Ruto Must Go. What will you do? Number two. Number three, and this is what is worrying me. This could be strategies to allow the government to start cracking down on dissidents, on Kenyans who are leading those songs. They'll be made to appear as if they're security threats. Because we are now talking of military chief and NIS chief talking about Ruto Must Go. The next day, you'll see in parliament, a member of parliament coming up with law. They actually tried it, but Kenyans resisted. Now they will have the leeway. They'll have an excuse. What will you do? Number four, I'm looking at social media because that is the elephant in the room. If you go through this article, especially this part where Haji is quoted, divisive politics has found new breeding grounds on our social media platforms. This is polarizing our people and undermining national cohesion. Yet, national cohesion goes hand in hand with the national security and national interests. That's Haji being quoted. So which means silently, there is the issue of social media. In fact, this is giving every other person in government serious political headache. Because through social media, Kenyans are able to mobilize. They are able to plan and they are able to execute. And lastly, I think the chant, Ruto Must Go, is now causing a lot of panic at State House. So the security organs have been activated. Be on the alert. And that's how I want you guys to read about that meeting today. Because singing Ruto Must Go, I mean, That cannot be a national threat. It cannot be a security issue. It cannot. Just singing a song, yote yawezekana bila Moi, Ruto must go? No. There's panic. And that panic has been occasioned by the four things I explained. The revolution, security challenge, allow government to crack down, and of course, target social media. Ladies and gentlemen, until next time, this is Lee Makwiny. I hope you've enjoyed your viewing. If you watched the video up to this stage, know that from the bottom of my heart, I value it. If you can, share the video to your friends in WhatsApp, Facebook, wherever you can. And of course, do not forget to also drop your comment by just saying present. Ladies and gentlemen, hapa imeanza kutulia kidogo. Until next time, this is Lee Makwiny. Bye bye.